Okay, so this video is going to be going over just this whole like EOS thing that everyone's spewing, and I'm basically just doing this because a lot of the stuff I'm seeing is either blatantly wrong, or it's just stuff being said without any sort of real source, and everybody's taking it as like real information. And some of the stuff that doesn't have a source can't really be confirmed because, you know, stuff is being said, and how am I supposed to confirm it? I'm not a community manager. But we can at least go over what is real and where these sources of information are coming from and whatnot. A couple of things though before we start off. If you're watching this and you're concerned, just like, well, what's happening to Epic 7? Like, I just started playing. Is this game gonna die already? The game's not dying anytime soon. Like, it'll be fine. I would, like, at least for like a few more years. This game still makes money. Like, we make a lot of money. They just released a PC client. Why would they make release a PC client and immediately crater their game? Like, none of that makes any sense. It's just from a business standpoint, like, even if things happened and like after the PC client was released or developed, because the game still makes money, they have no reason to discontinue it. So the reason... Oh, also, right, the second thing is that I have not watched any of the videos on this topic for the sake of my own mental health. I will not be watching those videos, but I have heard stuff from friends or whatever. So those will be the only things that you're hearing from me, just stuff that I've heard from other people, and that is why I might be missing some topics that were addressed, because I have not, will not, and will never watch those videos. So the reason that this whole thing started is for two reasons. One, 2 or 3 days ago, not sure, don't think it was 4, pretty sure it was 2 or 3 days ago, Gimmick and Roko, 2 of our community managers for Epic 7, announced that they will no longer be community managers for Epic 7. And this is mildly concerning because we only have one community manager left, Arusel. And the second thing is one of the Outer Plane CMs left some messages saying that, hey, just got fired, the entire Outer Plane team is gone, the LA office is shut down, and the entire Epic 7 team is gone as well. So, I have been directly told that the global office is not being shut down, so I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. I initially thought, like, well, maybe it's just gonna be work from home positions from now on, which is, like, good for them if that's the case. Get your work from home positions. But I've been directly told that the global office is not shutting down, so unfortunate. Well, okay, no, maybe I shouldn't say that. It sucks that it may or might not be a work from home position, but I've been told that the global office is not shutting down. Anyways. There's also this post from RSL just saying that there will be new community managers joining soon, but in the meantime, GM says will be a temporary community manager. And we also have this message from GM says, just saying like, hey, I'm the temporary community manager for this server, which I imagine is just because having just RSL as the community manager would be rough. And the temporary is a... like, so they're saying that he's only here temporarily because he's a GM. That likely means that he's from Korea. I'm pretty sure anybody who has GM in their name is actually from Korea, or like part of like headquarters. And they did mention that they are hiring new community managers, so that's good. And there were like a lot of things that popped up from this whole thing that was happening. Like, I have heard people say that SG is no longer like going to involve themselves with the global community, which was, you know, like, most of these videos were made immediately after Gimmick posted his thing and the Outerplane thing, CM thing happened. So it was before they announced that they were releasing or going to be hiring new community managers. But this is why we, you know, ask things. I am not a content creator myself, so I don't see what happens in the content creator Discord. But like, the content creators have access to community managers, like, ask them stuff. This is why we don't rush things. So I would say that no, I don't think that Smilegate is going to just completely shut out the global community. It would be pointless for them to hire new CMs if they're just going to ignore the global community. They have another game coming out, CZN. I completely forgot what that stands for. But CZN, like, I don't think it would be good to crater, like, a good portion of your market for the game before it releases. Outerplane is a different story, because Outerplane, I'm pretty sure, is really close to EOS because they don't make any money. Epic 7, on the other hand, okay, so Sensor Tower is kind of complete garbage. I'm pretty sure they just guessed their numbers, but they still say that Epic 7 makes about the same every single month. Still like 3 million, which is like, that is a lot more than a lot of other games. And sometimes when there's like, I think like when ML Luna came out, it like jumped to like 5 million or something. But Epic 7 is doing fine financially. So I don't think that Smilegate is cutting out the global community. It is kind of rash to assume that that is happening. We still have a CM, or going to have more CMs. Supposedly, the global office is not shutting down, so I don't really know where that is coming from. And then this is some of the just straight up rumors I've been hearing. One, I heard that content creators are no longer getting Skystones, which I have not heard is the case, because from what I was told, there have been no changes to the content creator program. Again, I am not a content creator, so it doesn't really affect me, but the idea behind that would be that they're not supporting content creators anymore, but I have not heard anything regarding that yet. And there is no official info for like anybody whether or not that's real. So I would assume for now that things are going to remain the same. And then the last thing that I've heard is something about the CMs getting units nerfed before release. I've heard AOL and Candy got nerfed before release. And I haven't seen the streams where this was revealed by the CMs or whatever, but this may have happened. I don't really see why people would lie about this. But so I say this is maybe true, might be a little bit exaggerated, but first off, let's just say that I really hope the state of our game does not depend on only our CMs playtesting units. Mashi Inoue played the game a ton back in the day, but it's like, so I can see them doing it, but I know a lot of our CMs, no offense, do not play the game on a super high level. So hopefully they have playtesters actually playing the game and playtesting stuff more in Korea. And yeah, that's really all I have to say, I think. Like I said, I'm probably missing some topics just because like I didn't watch any of those videos because it would just make me really tilted. But I'm pretty sure I covered all the important stuff, like the whole thing with Smilegate just completely shutting out global isn't real. They are hiring new community managers. I've been told that the global office is still going to exist. I don't know, maybe he's being held at gunpoint and forced to say that, who knows. But I don't think there's any point in like just Doomposting about it. And like, okay, this might get a bit ranty, so if you don't care, just leave. I don't get the point of like, okay, well, I understand that, you know, you gotta get the content out fast. Fast is better because more people will watch it. But at some point, especially when you're talking about stuff like this, shouldn't you make an attempt to like verify the info? Because there is a content creator Discord, which I'm not even in. I do still have a way to talk to CMs because I'm a moderator for the Discord. But like, shouldn't we try to verify this info? Because these are like pretty big things that are being said. And it's like, what's the... This is not like good for the game. Like, Epic 7 does not get that much viewership. Surely the like, it can't be that worth getting a video out that fast. I don't, what's the point of the Discord if you're not going to use it to talk to the community managers at all? I think it was a little bit like rash to just base everything off of some guy's comment after like he got fired. It's just, this whole thing is being blown out of proportion in my opinion. Yes, Epic 7 has its issues. It has many issues. I think that a lot of people are kind of just burning out, which is fine. Like, I'm quitting Honkai Star Rail, probably. The game is no longer fun to me, and that's just burnout. Like, that game has not really changed either in the past 2 years since it's been out for me, which is a common complaint I see with Epic 7. And to me, it's just like, I think that Epic 7 has changed twice. In the entire history of Epic 7, I think that it has changed twice. Once is when RTA got added, and the second is kind of starting with that Alexa side story, when they added the volleyball minigame, and after that, they started leaning much harder into making unique content for special side stories. Special just meaning like Epic 7 major, these like multi-week side stories, like this Biblis one that I've been playing the whole time. Like, these major side stories now have their all special mini games. Like, we had the Gala TFT, this Biblis Garden. What was next? There was the rhythm game for the Ida summer event. Plus, what was the most recent one? The Young Senya adventure one, which, like, you can say, like, yes, the Young Senya is just reskinned AI assets, but that's like, that's how you're supposed to do things. Like, you reuse assets. Like, there's no point in just completely rebuilding an entire system to use it once. We have an existing system, which there could have been a lot of improvements. I think that we needed a teleport from section to section, because I forgot a chest in Tundra, and it was really annoying having to walk all the way to Tundra and then walk all the way back. So having some sort of teleport system would have been nice, just from zone to zone. But I would say those two are the only times that Epic 7 felt like it truly changed to me, because it was just massive departures from the way the game was actually played. Like, Epic Dash, that is not changing Epic 7. I do the exact same thing, but more times, and I get more free stuff for it. That is just free stuff with like hoops that I have to jump through. Like, Abyss floors? I see people say that Abyss floors are content, but it's like, there's like 10 Abyss floors, you do them, most people don't even do the floors, they look up a guide and just get the rewards, and that's it. But like, if you want to actually do the content, we basically get like a new Abyss floor every 3 weeks now. Wait, no, not 3 weeks. Every 6 weeks. There's like a new boss with a new modifier. And then every 2 weeks, even the team comps usually change every 2 weeks, and stuff has to change. So it's like, there's your PvE content. I think that a lot of people are just genuinely burning out, because yes, the game doesn't really change. Like I said, the game has only changed twice to me in the entire lifespan of the game. And it's fine to burn out, it's fine to not enjoy Epic 7 anymore. Go live your best life. But it's like, yeah, whatever, Epic 7 will be fine, have fun.